Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pine Cove Farm with me, CWATTY, here in Farming Simulator 19. If you could now go ahead, click that like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you're not already doing so, enable your notifications and don't forget to leave your comments for me below the video. We're starting here on a brand new day today. We're going to be fertilising field 3 that we seeded in the last episode. I'm then going to come back straight after and do the herbicide spraying, weeding. We have a lot of weeds to take care of on the field, but yeah, basically today we are going to be stripping down doing field 3, getting that all ship shape. It would help if I actually sprayed the field properly, wouldn't it? There we go. At least I haven't sold any equipment yet today. That's the good thing. I'm going to avoid the workshop today if I can. I'm going to avoid going anywhere near the workshop. So I don't accidentally sell anything like I did in the last video where I sold the sprayer and then had to go to all the trouble of buying a new one. But yes, we're here, Pine Cove. Lovely morning. We did get paid out by the BGA last night for our straw bales that we delivered. We received 119,000 bucks. So yes, we've managed to be profitable despite my goofs and guffaws and my mess ups in the last video. Despite the fact I bought a new tractor and a new seeder as well, we managed to successfully and correctly make a profit. So yeah, very happy, one could say, at that outcome. Like I say, I'm just trying to tidy up the field because there are a few little bits where it's not quite fertilised properly. I'm not sure why that is or why that's the case, but we'll do it. And then, like I say, we'll get the herbicide loaded into the sprayer. We'll let this guy then run off and do whatever he needs to do. Fields 2 and 9 are still growing at this point. They're not quite ready for harvest yet, but they won't be far away. I've also, since the last video, I've added a couple of chickens. I've added a couple of chickens to my farm, so my chicken pen's got some chickens in it now, surprisingly. Bet you never thought I was going to say that, did you? Hey? Bet you was thinking, what else would he have put in the chicken pen? Apart from chickens. And then obviously we've got the fancy horses. Now the chickens, they have got cleanliness issues, so we're going to have to go and clean up after them in a little bit. And then obviously the other horses, the fancy horses led by Mr. Helgi, they've got cleanliness that we have to go and attend. But yeah, that's about it really. Nice new day here on the farm. So we've got our alfalfa over there on field 2. We've got our oat on field 9. And then we've obviously got this soybean crop planted here on field 3. So yeah, should be able to do quite a respectable job of things. Now as far as the alfalfa goes, I'm still not entirely 100% decided what I'm going to do with it. Whether I'm just going to do dry alfalfa first harvest, and leave it at that, or whether I'm going to get a bale wrapper so that I can do alfalfa silage. I guess we need to look at that. Because we're probably going to have to come all the way down the end here, and we're probably going to need to grab Stevie's modified one. If we're gonna wrap and do alfalfa silage from field 2. So I suppose it really depends on the pricing, doesn't it? I suppose we should be looking at that and letting that guide us. Alfalfa silage. So look, over 2,000 bucks for alfalfa silage at a couple of the places. BGA, Animal Supplies. There's a couple there. I mean, even dry alfalfa's not bad. So yeah, we've got options, put it that way. We do have some options. So yeah, I think that's... So yeah, getting a bale wrapper for my square baler would be a good option. The alternative is to buy a round baler with wrapper built in, but then I also need to buy a truck, because unfortunately my bale truck can't handle round bales, it can only do square ones. So yeah, that would need to be resolved as well. I'm going to have to bring the tanker over in a bit as well, because obviously I'm going to need to find a way to do these pallets. Although to be fair, loading the pallet, that's interesting. Film mod didn't work that time. I might possibly still be running the test version that I've been testing for Mr. Loki on the multiplayer server. I don't know if it might not work in single player. Probably should have put the mod hub version back in for the... No, it works, you've just got to be close enough that it detects both pallets. I must have been too far away from the first one. But anyway, we have got 36% of our herbicidal spray left. We'll have to go and get some more eventually when the time comes. So I have painted around this field. I did mention that in the last video. I've also painted around. If I put grass on, you'll see I've now painted around the house as well with growing grass. So I can harvest grass as well. We can mow grass for the horses, make hay. Should I need to. Right, I'm going to hire a worker, let him carry on and take care of all my weeds. I'm going to come pick the shovel up. I'll clean up the chicken spill, chicken scratch of all 16 litres. That apparently is enough to make the chickens completely untidy. That's just going to sit back on the floor, is it? There. Right, clean up the horses. Of course, we're going to have the compost to deal with in that bunker as well. So we get a little bit of silage coming out of there. I mean, I could probably change that. I could probably fix that. I could probably go into the XML of the horse pen and change that to actually output oat or whatever that we are that they're spilling everywhere. Maybe not oat, but maybe hay or something, you know. Something useful. Just have it output something useful, you know. Something that I can then... because silage isn't really useful to me. Because we don't have cows and they're not going to output enough silage that I'm going to be able to take it and sell it. So, an interesting, strange little query. But yeah, I might get the truck from over there, come round, sort out those liquid fertiliser pallets with the tanker. And then we could have a look at maybe the compost situation. So yeah, let me go and get the truck. Gotta remember though, to fill the tanker up with whatever I'm going to be putting in the sprayer next, so that will probably be liquid fertiliser, I would guess. So I might as well leave the tanker full once I've emptied the pallets, because I'm going to have to transfer it back anyway into here. But for now, if I zoom down here and pick these up, bulk fill should grab all of these. There we go. Yeah, bulk fill's working fine. Just need to be in range. Now, one of the things I haven't looked at very closely is whether the grass I've painted over here is the same type of grass. It should be. It should all be the same type of grass. We might get the mower out actually and do a mow. Because that would give us an idea. Reset all the grass back to the same growth state and then hoover it all up. check. Horses don't... Yeah, it's got to be hay though. So yeah, I'm going to leave this tanker temporarily full with this stuff in it, because the fertiliser spreader's going to need that when it comes back. How are these bunkers doing? Let's have a look. They are fermented, 100% complete. Right. Might have to start loading this up then into a trailer of some description. Let's go get a little tractor and our trailer. And then we can start doing some composting. Get that loaded up, get it transferred, put into the silo. Because like I say, we can use it for fertilising with a suitable manure spreader. Does my lime spreader do manure? It does. It does compost as well, look. So we've actually got a spreader. We actually do have a spreader, folks, that can do compost spreading. I don't need to buy another one, another bit of kit. Just have to unload the lime out of it. That's all. Quick check. How is our friend getting on? He's not. He seems to have stopped, folks. He's not sprayed to the edges of the field properly. And he's missed an entire section. Not very helpful. I think we'll all agree on that one. He shouldn't have got freaked out because there's no trees near him. Anyway. And I'm not being particularly funny about this either, but he drove to that corner of the field, so why didn't he spray as he was driving? He was able to drive there, down that edge. Why did he not choose to fertilise it? Unless I'm missing something completely. You just can't get the work, can you? You just can't get the staff these days. You hire these people, you give them a chance to earn an extortionate wage, an extortionate amount of money that they charge you per hour, and then they don't do the job properly. So I end up having to come and do it myself anyway. Howdy ho, everybody. That's, I guess, the role we're in, the world we're in. Can't rely on anybody but yourself these days. 8:05 in the morning. He obviously wanted to get home in time to watch a bit of Good Morning Britain and Homes Under the Hammer and Cash in the Attic and all that kind of stuff. probably wants to watch a bit of This Morning, and then he probably wants to watch Loose Women, and then he obviously wants to spend his afternoon watching Pointless and Tipping Point and Dickinson's Real Deals and The Chase and all those kind of shows. What's that other show, the travel show thing that they have where people look at houses in foreign countries where they're thinking of moving abroad, and then they go around, they get taken around all these different properties to look at, some of which are not even in their budget, you know, and then come the end of the show, the people are like, yeah, we're not going to move out, we've decided we're not moving, we're going to stay where we are, we like it where we are. And you just think, you absolute wasters, you absolute wasters. Oh, you've done that on purpose. You've just been taken out there for a free holiday at the expense of the TV company, and yeah, that about sums it up, doesn't it? That just about sums you up, folks. You can tell I've thought a lot about this daytime TV. I've had a lot of experience with it over the last, 5-6 years that I've been, a work from home person. It's amazing how people get in the routine. They get in the routine of, they watch this, they watch that. My sister was terrible for it. She'd be like, got to watch the Jeremy Kyle show, and then I've got to watch Real Rescues, and then I've got to watch Don't Get Done, Get Dom, and she'd literally, she'd have a routine every day where she'd watch these programmes. Set your watch by her. She didn't know. She knew what time of day it was because of the programmes that were on. Oh, I've moved the wrong machine. Wasn't paying attention now. I meant to get in the truck. Instead I got in the tractor. Yeah, don't get done, get dom. Right, so we're going to fill this up with herbicide for the weed killing. And then I'm just going to leave this one full. Ready for the sprayer to be able to load from next time he needs some weed killing juice. So yeah, we may look at doing fertilising with the compost machine next. Start doing a bit of compost spreading. I mean, what I could do, of course, is just unload the herbicide into the storage. Then my tank is empty for when I need to water the horses. Right, we're gonna get some compost hoovered up. Using my lovely class wheel loader. Why the class wheel loader, some of you might ask? Well, it's the only one I've got that isn't a vanilla one. Is it? Because we've not gone for any mods, really, in this department. Just lifting my front wheels a bit there, too much. There we go, nicely backing up. But yeah, we get to do quite a bit of this. What I should test, of course, and the easy way to, actually, maybe one of the ways to check would be to go into the placeable menu miscellaneous. Was it under? No, it's under this, isn't it? It's under the, not the pens, silos. We'll take silage. Okay, so actually, what we could do, I could actually get the silage from the horses spill everywhere. We could actually put that. We could actually put that into these bunkers. We could get the we could make compost out of it, the spill. Now, I'm not saying as well that I might end up getting myself a conveyor belt to do this job. If these buckets are going to be, if this is the biggest bucket we've got available, and this is going to take me fucking hours upon hours to empty, we may end up getting a conveyor just so I can empty this a bit faster. The wheel loader's still good for cleaning, obviously cleaning out the animals. I doubt the chickens are ever going to reach that stage where they make such a mess that I need a conveyor for them. Same with the fancy horses, of which we've still got 3 that require names. So if anybody out there wants to become a named fancy horse, go to my Twitch channel at Twitch TV /CWATTYESO and drop a subscription on the channel. Drop a subscribe on the Twitch as well as here on YouTube, and that way you can be named a fancy horse. But yeah, honestly, you know, I don't mind doing this type of work. I'm not sure it makes for the most exciting content though. I know people say, oh, you don't do a lot of this type of stuff in your videos, but ultimately I like to get on a bit, you know. This is fine to spend a few hours doing when I just want to relax off camera. But you wouldn't spend entire videos filling up a trailer with compost with the smallest wheel loader bucket in the world. Wonder what Jeremy Clarkson would make of this. I'm sure he'd be like, yeah, no, the bucket's too small, and he'd come up with a bucket of immense power and speed that probably, once it was strapped on the front of the wheel loader and filled up, it actually caused the wheel loader to tip forward. You wouldn't actually be able to lift it because it'd have that much weight in it. But you know, that's what we like to see. Speaking of Jeremy Clarkson and Clarkson's Farm, I did an interesting thing the other day. I did a thing. I've been saying that a lot lately as well. I might adopt that as one of my chosen phrases. I had a look online at where his actual farm is located and how close it is to me. It's only 2 hours away from where I live by car. By normal car, not like a Bugatti Veyron supercar or anything. No, it's 2 hours by normal car. So I might have to see if I can get someone to take me on a road trip one day. Certainly maybe to visit his shop as well. The Diddly Squat Farm shop. And then have a day out. A bit of a drive down there to the Cotswolds. But yeah, I was quite surprised because I thought it was like really down south. You know? Really down south London way. But it's not. I pulled up the farm on the Google map, found the farm shop, clicked on it, and did a directions from the farm shop to my house, put in my postcode and selected my address, and yeah, turns out it's only 2 hours away by car. So yeah, the shop's only open on Thursday, Friday and at weekends, so I imagine it gets absolutely ram-packed. I do. I imagine it gets absolutely rammed with folk at the minute, especially with it being like holiday time, and obviously having the show having come out on internet. A lot of people have been watching it, and that it's probably very popular at the minute. I know I watched a couple of videos on YouTube of like real farmers that have gone down there and visited it and took their families and had a drive down to it. One guy got there at about 8:30 in the morning. The shop doesn't open till 9:30. I think it's 9:30 till 4. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the opening hours of the Diddly Squat Farm shop. And this farmer and his family got there at 8:30 in the morning, so they got there an hour early, and they were about the 50th people there. So there was already 40 odd other people who had beat them and were already queuing. That's insane. to buy their bottles of milk juice, cow juice should I say, their jars of bee juice, their candles that smell like Jeremy's bollocks. That's my favourite one. That's my favourite one. The candles, the wax candles that he made from the bees' wax that smell like his bollocks. He also does bars of soap as well. He's also been making soap out of the beeswax, mixing it with some of the oats that he's harvested. So he does like an oatmeal soap, which apparently is really good for people with like skin conditions who suffer with like dry skin and eczema and stuff. That's apparently really good. So I would be tempted to get some of that if I was down there. And then of course he's got all his other stuff. He makes his own gin and makes his own beers and that, which he now sells in the shop as well. There's a few other bits and bobs he makes, his own seasonings for people to put on their food when they're cooking. He's got his own fudge, Diddly Squat brand of fudge, which you can get in the shop. And then of course he's doing all, general merchandise as well. So besides all the farm products that he's got on the farm, he's also got obviously hats, caps, shirts, t-shirts, tote bags, general merchandise like that. So definitely cashing in well. Right on. Awesome. Nearly loaded this trailer up. Should I fully up? I do like the fact I've not bothered to repair obviously the wheel loader and the buckets. I love the fact it's got that definitely used look to it. The paint's all chipped off, it's a bit scratched, Definitely looks like it's had some use. The only thing I've done obviously is put liquid dinosaur bones in it, so I can actually drive it. But yeah, I'm not interested in repairing this and servicing it. I'm not. I think sometimes the worn look adds a bit of character to some of these vehicles. Be nice in FS22 if Giants have managed to separate the appearance, you know, from the wear and tear. So you can have vehicles that look old and paint's falling off, you know, they look knackered, you know, they're dirty, but you can actually still keep them repaired and maintained so they run properly. I know Seasons Mod did it in FS19. In Seasons we had the option of repairing vehicles and repainting them, which separated the thing. It'd be nice if right, my trailer is full. I need to go and empty my compost trailer. I've filled a trailer. Now, question is, does the compost go in here, in this storage? Yes, it does. Okie dokie, that makes my life a lot easier, folks. Ain't gonna drive all that far then, have I? Tell you what though, it does now give me an idea. If I did have conveyor belts, I wondered, could I have a conveyor belt that stretches from each bunker straight into the tip trigger? What do you reckon? Could I have like a conveyor belt that starts in here, is in here, that we connect up and connect up to other, extend it with a couple of extensions, and then have the big sticky out bit right over the top of here, so it actually just drops automatically into the fill point? Do you reckon that's something that could be achievable? I reckon it could be. I reckon it could be. Right, I'm going to finish scooping a little bit more of this compost out of here. I might just do this one bin. We'll have a look at the fields again. Yeah, nothing's grown yet, so actually I might just keep going with this off camera. And then bring you guys back for the next episode when we're ready to mow the alfalfa, I guess, and probably do the oat harvest on field 9, because I'm guessing they're going to be about the same time, because they were both planted roughly at about the same time, weren't they? So yeah, I think we are done for today's episode, everybody. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. I will be back again in the not too distant future. Meanwhile, obviously, if you want to see me between now and then, check out my Twitch channel for when I go live. And again, if you follow the Twitch channel and subscribe to the Twitch channel, make sure you've got your notifications enabled so that you get alerted when I go live. Yeah, I'll check you all out then. So from now on Pine Cove Farm, here in Farming Simulator 19, can't believe it's not going to be long before we're saying here in Farming Simulator 22. It's goodbye for now, folks. So cheerio, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you in the future.